So whoever had the questions about the chicken or whatever, the hog maws, the chitlins, come on with the questions. Let me address them. And I'm
Mine
gonna
was
put
about
some
the
stuff in
chicken.
the chat. What you want to know about chicken?
You mentioned the beef, you mentioned the pork.
Yeah.
Yes, I eat a lot of chicken. Now, my desire is to even get off chicken, to be
Okay.
a vegetarian at some point. That's my desire.
Okay.
It,
Well, I believe you are a vegetarian because you said it seems like you already stop eating beef and pork.
I
Okay.
haven't eaten beef and pork in years, but
So you are a
it's
vegetarian.
chicken.
To my definition, you are a vegetarian already. It's just evolving to a different type. Like I'm a pescatarian. I only eat fish. And let me tell you about my journey with chicken. Okay, comedians say, I listen to Dave Chappelle sometimes. He did something on chicken. He said he went into this bar or something or restaurant, and the guy said, I bet you want chicken. And he said, now why he think I want chicken? Cause I'm black, you know? Why he think I want chicken? And he started going through that whole thing. And I was thinking about it. I said, you know what? We will eat chicken anyway, whether it's cold, leftover chicken on the stove. You know what I'm saying? Cold out of the refrigerator. It doesn't matter. We will still eat that chicken. And I started thinking, I said, why are we so hooked on this bird? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why it has that kind of control? When I lived in Philadelphia, I had cut down on my consumption of chicken, and this is what I cut down to. On Sunday after church, I used to go by the Popeyes and get me a little two-piece. Okay, that was only on Sunday. When I left Philly, I was about ready to leave there. I thought about, I said, you know what? You need to let go of that Popeyes. I love some Popeyes. And I say, you need to let it go. Because that's the only time I ate chicken then was after church on Sunday. And I did. I let it go. And I stopped going by the Popeyes. And I said, I know you can do it. Don't go to that Popeye. And I stopped. And that's when I cut chicken out. It was about maybe a couple of weeks before I left the East Coast coming back to California. And I've never eaten chicken since. And you know what? When I became a pescatarian, that was after I left Philadelphia, I became a pescatarian. I only eat fish. I don't eat seafoods. I eat cold water fish. It makes me feel heavy. I can't even finish if I did eat some chicken. I couldn't even finish it. It makes me feel so heavy. When you become a vegetarian and you start evolving in higher levels like pescatarianism, vegetarianism, and flexitarian and all of that, your body don't need that heavy substance and it feels it. It
Mhm.
feels it and it don't feel good. So you just need to evolve. Become a pescatarian. Only eat fish. Cold water fish. That'll be another evolution. Because some pescatarians they eat any kind of fish. I don't. I only eat cold water. I don't eat those that's on the bottom of the ocean, like the snapper, like the catfish, like the what's the other one start with an S? I always forget that. Karen, you know.
Sound.
Shrimp,
Swine. Swine.
Okay,
Swine.
all of them that they name.
mm-hmm.
Those things are terrible. They
Squid.
eat the crud. They eat the crud on the bottom of the ocean. All of the crustaceans, they eat crud on the bottom of the ocean. Lobster, crab, shrimp. They eat the crud on the bottom of the ocean. What I want that for? I want that toxic mess in my body. That's why I only eat cold water fish. Cold
Let-
water fish has a high amount of omega fatty acids. What
Give
was you
me an
gonna say?
example of cold water fish. Give me an example of some
Trout,
cold water
trout,
trout.
bass, tuna.
Okay,
Okay, I can keep going. It's a
I,
lot of them.
I
Just
eat a
look it
lot of
up. But
trout.
it's a lot of. But trout is a problem with trout, and I love trout. Trout is over farmed, is overfished, and they have to farm it. So farm fish is not as good as wild caught Okay, wild caught is the best. Trout is overfished, so they have to farm a lot of trout, and it's concerns because the bacteria, you know, they keep them in these farms, almost like chickens. The bacteria that grows and things like that.
Okay.
Okay, so but cold water fish, I love bass, a yellow striped bass, a Chilean bass.
Military.
Oh man, I love it. Tuna is cold water. Tuna,
Yeah.
that's
Is
cold
that-
water. Salmon is cold water. But it's the problem with salmon, just like trout. Salmon is overfished. It's overfished and they have to farm it. And then when it comes to farming, you got to be careful because they got to put chemicals in there to kill bacteria, you know, because the fish are grouped up in an area when they farm it. So, you know, a little now and then may be okay.